you ever heard somebody say, like, know your worth, you know? Like, you have to learn what you were, or whatever the fuck. Stuff like that. It happens, like, after a breakup, you know, like, or being ghosted or whatever. Like, oh, don't accept that. Know your worth. I think for a lot of people, it's kind of a reminder not to accept disrespect. And I'm not trying to, like, argue against that. But I do think there's something problematic about it, which is that I wonder, like, why we keep talking about people as if they have a market price. Like, truly, this, like, kind of terminology that we're using, it's so fucking strange to me. Like, think about the language. Truly, it's like we're, like, obsessed with shit like high value, low value, increase your value, know your worth. It's all like this language of economics, as if being a person were the same as being an investment, you know? And I think that's kind of changing the way that we see ourselves in a really subtle way. Because once your life becomes about proving your worth, I think it makes you never stop performing. Like, it kind of takes you away from yourself. You're always looking at yourself and thinking, am I enough? Am I valuable? Do I need to improve? And I think that's the wrong question. Because relationships, I think they don't fail because our value was too low. Like, maybe the job rejection doesn't say anything about your fucking worth, you know? Like, somebody leaving you doesn't necessarily mean there's something wrong with you. And I think that we're kind of forgetting about that by using this terminology. I think we're confusing being valuable with being alive. But one of them has to be earned and the other doesn't, you know? Like, you don't need to become more valuable before you're allowed to exist. You don't need to increase your market value before you're worthy of love. That's ridiculous. You're already here. You're not a product. You're not a brand. You're not a fucking stock that's rising and falling. You know, you're a person. I think we'd relate to ourselves very differently if we stopped asking what our fucking worth is. And if we started asking, what kind of life do I want to live? That's the question that's getting lost.